Hi Capricorn, welcome to your 2022 year in review. This is going to be for Capricorn Sun, Moon, or Rising. As always, some of you are just guided to a reading and you don't know if you have a certain sign in your chart. Trust your intuition. So guys, we are going to break this down by seasons: winter, spring, summer, and fall. But then we will read it as a whole at the same time. This is the kind of reading you want to keep in your back pocket because maybe it doesn't all make sense now. But I feel like if there's a message in here that maybe you can't receive now, you'll be guided back to it. So just keep it in your back pocket. All right, my loves. Happy birthday to those celebrating a birthday. Happy belated birthday to my granddaughter Faith. And I know many of you celebrated your birthdays or are about to celebrate your birthday. So happy birthday to you. All right, let's begin. We're going to use the Tarot of Dreams for your seasons. And then we will take cards off it from there. Wow. I like that, Capricorn. Knight of Pentacles. You know, this knight is bringing you in a pentacle into your physical world. This is something that's tangible. You can touch it. You can smell it. You can taste it. I don't know if you want to taste it, but maybe. This is like a promise. And this is also about a time period. You know, the Knight of Pentacles is a lesson in itself, teaching us the art of patience, right? All good things come to those who wait. I don't know if that's true or not, but I love the Knight of Pentacles opening up your reading. We have the Emperor. The Emperor has been showing up in a lot of readings. You know, this month, by the way, that's a card of Aries. But also this month, this year, for you is about really keeping an open-minded approach to life this year, because I feel like it's going to lead you to new and maybe unexpected opportunities. You know, I feel like for some, this can certainly talk about business ownership and help in some way. Help is on its way somehow. Some way. All right, we have the Six of Swords. And let's get the last card out for this. Okay, we got more than one, but we are going to take them. We have the Page of Pentacles. We have Faith. It's a Hierophant. Card of Taurus. Number 5. I definitely feel like the Hierophant this year and last year was asking us for 2021 to really check on our own belief system, our own voice, our own authenticity. You know, like, are we carrying others' beliefs around, or do we carry our own? We have the King of Wands. Can be an Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. And then we have the Seven of Pentacles. Wow. First of all, what's mirroring each other is the Seven of Pentacles and the Knight of Pentacles. I kind of find that beautiful because, again, the Knight of Pentacles is energy that you can trust. It, you know, it will arrive. It arrives in just the right time, the right place. Some of you may have been praying for this pentacle. And again, when I say pentacle, it's something that comes into your physical world. You've been praying for it to come in. And I also feel some of you, you're feeling a calling to something, but there's something that was lacking to be able to move you into action. Well, that's all changing, because now I feel like we are moving into action. Last year was the year to figure it out, right? Figure out what's toxic, figure out what's not serving me, figure out what's holding my life back in the way that I would like to see it. All those things, and then making the necessary changes. That's what 2021, a year 5, is all about. Making the necessary changes so that you can enjoy your life the way that you're meant to, so you can get back to maybe what you love the most. It's funny because a lot of people call Capricorn a workaholic, but I feel that many of you have a true love for what you do, right? Your work inspires you. If it doesn't inspire you, then I have a feeling your life doesn't feel quite that happy. Because I definitely feel you need like your mind needs inspiration. If you're not inspiring me, then maybe I don't know. So funny, I took these cards across, but we'll leave them the way they are. Okay, we have the Empress. How interesting. We have the Empress on the bottom of the deck. I am telling you, the Empress and the Emperor are following us around. In no way do I feel like it's only a sign. I feel like it's their energy and how far two people have come, what they have mastered in their life. This is about, when you see the Empress, this is about your creativity and not being afraid to give birth to your ideas. Maybe they don't all work, but maybe one just catches fire, right? And that's all I need. Empress is someone who, has lived life. Doesn't really matter the age. I feel like she has lived the life of all the queens. She has very, very much wisdom, and she knows she also has the collective wisdom. The Emperor is someone who, they both help rule people, but in a loving way, in a I care about you type of way. The Emperor is much more stoic and plan driven. That type of thing. It's, if they're working together, wow, it's like the Empress has this epiphany, hands it off to the Emperor, and the Emperor makes it so. Now, I'm not saying the Empress couldn't do that. Maybe she can, but I feel like if they're working together, then so much possibility. All right, let's keep going. And again, don't forget, we're reading this as the year, but we're also reading it as a whole. How could we not? By the way, all my decks are pre-shuffled. I already know because the split, this is the Strength card. I was wrong. 2 of Wands. It's like I've been praying about something, and now a prayer is being answered. I feel like the period that I've had to wait for this, you could be ending a cycle, and ending a cycle means that you really need to clear past energy. Some of us are down here to pay karmic back. My birthday's on the 13th, and they say if you have a 13, that there's, old karma that you're paying back. And part of it for me was finding my spirituality, which I have. And it did not come overnight. Anyway, 2 of Wands says that you're about to embark on something. Something that you're passionate about. 2 of Wands, I may be starting at the beginning, but that doesn't matter because this 2 is looking right back at the Emperor. So if ultimately what I want is my own business, let's say, or it doesn't have to be like my own business, but I want credit for my work. I want to be seen for what I bring to the table, all of that. We have the High Priestess. All right, she's in reverse. Not a big deal. You know, it's about your intuition. And it could simply speak of what was I going to say? I don't know. I get fixated with like making my cards perfectly straight. So, you know, the high priestess being reversed, all it means to me really is that doesn't mean, yeah, like you've lost your intuition. You know, you're born with that. But maybe I hadn't been paying attention to it so much. And now we have the magician. Well, hello, creators. You know, whatever you're creating in this energy, first of all, I feel like trust yourself. Trust yourself in this judgment, in this movement, whatever it may be. You know, it's on your tree of your soul seeds. It's something that you're manifesting down now into your physical world. You know, it's almost like I prayed and maybe I prayed so long and I didn't feel like it was being answered. Maybe it's being answered differently than I expected. Again, let's not forget this year, there's going to be some unexpected things for you, but they all feel good. You know, I'm looking at this magician under the seven of pentacles, and it looks like the magician is like busy putting something together, planning something, creating something, like putting a special potion together. Has the infinity sign, as above, so below. We have the King of Swords. Can be a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. We have the Four of Swords. You know, it's like you're healing your inner being. We have the Ace of Pentacles. So, your guardian angel said, didn't I promise you? Didn't I promise you that I was going to bring this ace in? I didn't tell you when. I didn't tell you how. But, you know, you can trust that it's going to come in. Here it is. Here it shows up. You know, it's showing up maybe at the perfect time. Why? Well, because we have the High Priestess in reverse with the Four Swords. So, you know, I feel like this is like healing my inner self. Taking that time out to figure out why is it I don't trust myself or even my first inclination of something. You know, the Six of Swords is mirroring the Ace of Pentacles. So, Six of Swords talks about the walking away, the leaving the toxicity behind, moving to new worlds, that type of thing, new adventures. Don't quite know what they're going to be, but bring them on, right? And I feel like bring them on because life has been rough, life has been tough, and maybe I'm understanding energy so much better now that I understand that if certain doors don't close, that other doors can't open. I feel like the Four Swords is that period of time in between when this knight shows up and when you're ready for this ace to really magnify itself. It's funny too because in the Four Swords, it's like that time when we quiet our mind so we can hear our guides, we can hear the truth. I feel like how are your inspirations going to come to you? I feel like through thought, through feeling, right? A physical pentacle. But first comes the inspiration. It's funny, you know, like here I am praying about something, praying that this pentacle will come in, because I definitely feel like I'm drawn to something, but for whatever reason, again, taking the time out, allowing the toxicity to go, so that when this new ace arrives, you can run with it. You have a big part in this with the alchemist right here. You have a big part in this. Okay, we have the Queen of Wands. Queen of Wands coming under the King of Swords. We have the Nine of Cups. Beautiful. You know, what's the Four of Swords saying? Spend some time healing the mind, healing the heart, healing the thought system, healing the belief system. Take your time, heal in that. Know that healing is available to you. Mother Mary is looking right over him. You know, Mother Mary loves all her children, and you are one of her children. So this healing process takes place, and what happens from that? A new you emerges almost, because now the Nine of Cups opens up, and the Nine of Cups is really where you're feeling this harmony within, this joy from within, happiness from within. I don't know if this King of Swords had done something to this Queen. And I know it can be either way around, male, female, you know. Doesn't matter. I'm just reading what it says on the card. But it does feel like maybe... you know, I feel like if I was thinking about your last year, or maybe even your last couple years, I do feel like there's been some very heavy things that you've had to deal with. I do feel like there has probably been at least one person, and I'm talking like in the last couple years, maybe the last chapter, who has hurt you. No doubt, who has hurt you. Doesn't have to mean romantically. It's just someone has put a dagger in my heart. And maybe, you know, now that we're in a new year, it's like I feel like a new you. Maybe you're starting fresh again. All right, let's get our last card out, and then we'll bring in the Gilded Tarot. We have the Queen of Cups. Can be a Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. You know, this is a queen whose heart is open. Much like the Empress, I don't allow my past to make me hard. I keep my soft nature about me, but I am much wiser than what I was, right? Like, I am not who you know, if this is the Emperor and the Empress somehow, in some way reconnecting, I feel like it is that energy of I'm not who I used to be. We have Temperance on the bottom card, on the bottom of the deck, card of Sagittarius. Wow, this is all about divine timing. Things coming in at the right time. This is where, you know, Temperance says, let go of what you cannot control. And don't try to control what is not yours to control, right? Trust in divine, that all things are being made for your good. Even if sometimes it doesn't feel that way. You know, sometimes like we receive these towers and we're kind of forced. Our hand is being forced in change, and we don't get it at the time, but down the road we do. All right, let's bring in the Gilded Tarot and let's go over this. Also pre-shuffled. I'd just like to give it a shuffle with you here. we have the Fool. So the Knight of Pentacles is bringing something in that allows you to carry the Fool's energy. That's a good thing. That's a good thing because I feel free in that energy. I feel free. There's not a lot that holds me back from opportunity. I feel like, for some of you, this Knight of Pentacles is giving you the opportunity to be free, to be the Fool. And again, it's mirrored by the Seven of Pentacles, which is your seeds of intention. The Seven of Pentacles and the Knight of Pentacles both teach about patience. But I feel like whatever I have been waiting and waiting and waiting for is about to arrive. Now, again, it may show up completely different than what I expect, but something is showing up. We have the King of Cups. So we do have the King and the Queen of Cups out. Coming over the Hierophant, coming over the Faith card. We have the Ten of Swords, coming over this King of Wands. Interesting. Kind of interesting, right? Because I feel like in one way, this one king has done nothing but put dagger after dagger after dagger into my back. Right? Couldn't even face me. Had to put him in my back. But on the other hand, I feel like this King of Cups is potentially someone who is coming in. Listen, maybe not even looking for love. But I feel like your counterpart is here nonetheless. Nonetheless. Some of you have had to find the guts to leave or end the swords that have been put in your back one after another. Again, it's kind of showing me where some of you have had like a tough ride for a while. I feel like this king, because of all these swords, has completely taken away, or at least I feel like they have taken away my voice. They've taken away my rights. They've taken away my life. They have taken away my happiness. They've taken away my trust within myself. But that's temporary. That's temporary. I mean, you can make it last forever if you want. But the Fool is saying, let that go, right? Let that go. If someone keeps putting sword after sword after sword after sword after sword in your back, are they worth the fight? I don't think so. This could be a boss also. This could be someone who, it's almost like kind of forces me on into my own business. Okay, let's keep going. Wow, hello world. So, this first line is telling us so much, and let's not forget this is opening your reading. So this is talking about winter. That we know time is very fluid, right? But if we're looking at this just as winter, let's say, this seed from your guardian angels coming in, and it gives you the ability to become the Fool, free and clear, whatever that may mean for you. Not only that, but I do feel this King of Cups is coming in the form of love. I feel some of you prayed for this. So let's talk about this king, because this is a king, much like the queen, who is open to relationships, who values relationships, values that other person. You know, this queen and king, something is happening during my day, they're the first person I call. They may be the last person I think about at night. If I'm not with them, maybe they're the last thing I think about at night. But the world is saying there's a new chapter that's opening up, and in that chapter, you're carrying the energy of the Fool. All of this is meant to be, by the way. You know, maybe even those 10 swords. Why? Why, Sandy? Well, because you've got to know what you don't want, right? You've got to know resistance, or how can you enjoy the flow, right? If I've never been hurt, I don't know how, what, you know what I'm saying. So this next portal is opening up. It's opening up. And it's opening up soon. Everything is, you know, where we've had to had patience, now it feels like the time. Okay. We have, look at that, the Two of Wands over the Emperor. I hope this is you starting your own business. And when I say starting your own business, it doesn't have to be like, yeah, like I'm literally like doing a business. It could just be something you do creatively. You have very creative energy. And in this creative energy, you really are meant to give birth to it. You know, all of a sudden I'm seeing like someone who paints, and, you know, I paint and I can be very critical of my own paintings because I think because I'm a Virgo. Um, and, you know, that could be an earth trait. So I don't know why I'm seeing that, like where I'm making these beautiful paintings, but my eye is being critical. Therefore, you know, it's like you'll see, like I have artwork like everywhere, um, but only some of it displayed. I don't know. All right, we have the Six of Wands. Victory. You know what kind of makes me feel like here is that someone's starting on a new venture or an adventure, whatever we want to call it. I feel like it has to do again with your pentacles. I feel like those 10 swords that have come at you over and over again, very difficult. But truth be told, I feel like there is a very valuable lesson in that. Now, I feel like from that energy, first of all, I've taken the time to understand it. You know, I've prayed over it. I prayed for healing over it. And divine answers that, gives that to you. But what I feel like is, so everything that you have learned, both spiritually and on a physical level, I feel like it is you now bringing it to the world. So your knowledge is very valuable, right? How did you get it? Through your experiences. Six of Wands tells me that if this is a new venture, that people are going to be very intrigued by it. They're going to look up to what it is that you say or what you do. It's just a time period. You know, first of all, it's being victorious. So, whatever the Knight of Pentacles is doing for you, it's bringing you into this energy where, you know, in some way you're claiming victory. And it's victory over starting something new because it's coming over the Two of Wands. You know, here I feel like I could have thought that all that I want in the world is wrong for some reason. It has no value. I feel like that was taught. That was a human condition that was put into your head in some way, somehow, because it's just not the truth. It's just not the truth. But it did, you know, it's like it did take you down for a while. Um, Well, if I go straight down the line, here I am in the Ten of Swords, right? Sword after sword after sword after sword. But here I am down here in the Nine of Cups, independent, loving my life. Completely different than the Ten of Swords. Don't forget to check out your January monthly because see how it relates to you or for you according to this reading also. Because if you get double messages, pay attention, right? Like pay attention to the signs. Your cards are coming out in like blocks, but that's okay. We have the Knight of Wands. Intuition reactivated. We have the Eight of Cups. New beginning. We have the Three of Swords over the Six of Swords. Okay, so let's stop for a second. I always want to get the cards out first, but I feel like I have to stop because I feel like this is your intuition reactivated. This is you trusting it, believing in your spirituality, believing in all that is connected, as above, so below. Don't forget, that's what the Magician is telling us, and you actually have it in a few cards, the infinity symbol. So your intuition is activated. And there's really nothing anyone can do about it at that point. If there's anyone against me at that point, I don't feel like they can throw me off my horse. You know what I mean? And then you have the Eight of Cups coming over the Magician. I do feel like some of you have or had or will be eliminating, I don't know if that's the right word, cutting out someone or something that has not been serving you, that has actually caused you some pain. The Eight of Cups is about taking that moment and getting my emotional house in order. I kind of like this Eight of Cups because this person's like moving out of it now. Not all the cups are back up, right? Like I've cleared up what I could clear up. The rest will be cleared up as I move along. But this person is clearly moving along, moving out of that emotional house. And I mean that emotional house where it's kind of like we kind of get stuck in it, right? Where, I don't know, we just get stuck in it. But the Eight asks for a new beginning. The Magician gives you the ability to really create something quite magical, and right below it is the Ace of Pentacles. This is the year to manifest. This is the year of the lovers. All of that. So think about that. If this is the year of the lovers, then any true loves probably won't feel natural. That makes sense? It won't feel natural. But I have to tell you, more than anything, I feel like this is about you clearing up your own life, eliminating those who have no problem putting swords in your back. I feel like you prayed about it, you meditated on it. I feel like you receive or you're receiving the help that you need, the healing that you need, but not just that, also the blessings that you need so that you can proceed with something new. With the Magician again. First of all, I want to say the Three of Swords is coming over that Six of Swords. So Three Swords is about the heartache, right? It's about the heartache that I've had to experience from all those swords hitting me. But the Five of Swords or the Six of Swords is saying it's no longer like, listen, I'm not going to forget that pain was once there, right? Maybe I use it to my advantage. I'm not going to forget that, like someone took my power away or I allowed them to take it away and my voice with that. But that was then. This is now. Because I feel like you're different now. Like you get it. You understand it. So, there's 3 swords. Though, it is the heartaches. The heartaches that we have to deal with. Everything is saying that you're able to leave it behind now. Or you're not going to let it hold you back. So we have the Magician again. Oh, we have more cards. I didn't even realize that. Wow. Hello, 9 of Pentacles. The 5 of Cups. Interesting. So let's stop again. First of all, the 9 of Pentacles. Quite beautiful, because with the Emperor here and the Empress here, if this is anything to do work related and how you make your pentacles, this is giving you the energy of success. It tells you that you can be truly successful in your own right, but it will take your focus. Have a balance this year though, right? Make sure you're working, but you're giving yourself time to play at the same time. I don't know why I feel like I had to throw that in. But here you are, building up your foundation, building up your success, building up your independence. How beautiful that the 9 of Pentacles is right next to the 9 of Cups. I mean, hello. And then we move into the 5 of Cups. 5 of Cups talks about someone that I missed. Someone that I've missed. The 5 of Cups really talks about where my focus is at. My focus is on all that I've lost. But I feel like that's changed with the 8 of Cups above it and the Magician and the Ace of Pentacles. I feel like it's moving you out of that energy. I'm no longer thinking about all I have lost. I'm now thinking about all that is yet to be created. 5 of Pentacles, or 5 of Cups, talks about 2 cups that have yet to be discovered. I feel like that's what this King and this Queen are. Again, I don't care about the sign. It's just 2 people who come to the table really wanting love and able to give love. So, I find this pattern all the time in my readings where it's like, I want love, but I feel like our guides want us to have like this true stability on our own, right? They want us to have the strongest foundation possible so that when love comes in, we can be much more open. We're not codependent on someone. If I'm in the 9 Pentacles and the 9 of Cups energy and someone comes in and that's exactly what looks like it's going to happen, I'm in a very strong mindset. The Empress. I'm busy working on my creativity, but that doesn't mean I don't have time for love. I know what kind of love I don't want. I know what kind of people I don't want in my life. I will no longer lay there and allow people to put swords in my back, to take away my voice, to take away my power, to take away my trust in myself. I have come a long way. I have come a long way. So this Ace of Pentacles seems to be twofold here. One, it seems to be an ability to, I feel like, put behind your pentacles, put behind a business idea. It's saying, here is the ace. This is no longer the time to think about it. This is now the time to put it into action, right? Maybe I've been thinking and thinking and thinking about it, but I didn't know how to do it. I wasn't sure. Well, you're being guided. And again, always remember, your guidance may look different than what, it's like, please, divine, bring me a love, bring me this love, right? Bring me this love. But divine is thinking, okay, well, that person is still a narcissist. That person has not grown up yet. You sure that's what you want? Please bring me love. Okay, please bring me this person. Okay, your wish is my command. And so they do. And so it happens. And so the swords begin again. So it takes time for me to understand what I don't want, what I don't need, and to understand what it is I do want, and how I can live freely within myself and within my own life. Now, that doesn't mean freely, doesn't mean I'm excluding people. It just means it's like Capricorn, like you know yourself like you've never known yourself before. Temperance. Forgot about Temperance over here. You know, she's controlling it. She's saying, sweetie, let go of when and how something must show up, and instead trust that it will, if it's for your higher good. If it's for your higher good. Okay, we have the Page of Swords coming over the Page of Cups. We have the Seven of Wands coming over the Queen of Wands. And then we have the Tower coming over the Nine of Cups. And the Four of Swords with the Nine of Pentacles. You know, a lot of people are like, oh, damn, the Tower. I don't think you have to fear this Tower. I think this Tower is of your experiences. I feel like this Tower is, your towers is exactly what you use to help others to overcome their towers. I feel like you've gained so much wisdom, and I feel like you're using these towers for your benefit now. So you don't have to fear it. I don't feel there's any reason to fear this Tower. It's almost like I'm watching you grow up. Because I feel like, what did I have to do after this Ten of Swords? I had to learn to love myself again. And learning to love myself again means that I know my worth, right? Like the Empress. I know that I am worthy of true love, not shitty love, right? I know that my work is important, and that what I do, I work hard at. Other people can take advantage of that. Other people probably have taken advantage of that. So I feel like it's like moving you into place. This may be things you never even expected, right? But I feel like once that Ten of Swords is understood and the power is taken away from it, it's like you're free. It's like you're free. We have the Hermit, the wise one. It's so funny. I don't know why this keeps popping in my head, but very seldom do I watch other readings, and it's strictly because of a time point. It's not that I don't appreciate it. Matter of fact, I feel like if you're a new reader, put your link. I know it doesn't allow a link, but I can activate it. So, like, put your link. I even thought about starting a channel, another channel. Keep this one, but a new channel where a bunch of us readers get together. And I'm thinking like new readers that people haven't, had the opportunity to find yet. I don't know if it's possible. I don't know how, there'd be a lot of things that have to be worked out. I have a feeling a lot of you may be interested. You know what I mean? But yeah, like, I don't even know how you allow someone to do a video on your channel. I need to learn. It's funny. I've been doing YouTube since 2015, and you think I would know all that, but I don't. Maybe you do though. So I don't know. Let me know your interest, because I'm thinking, and a name came to me. It's called the Band of Sisters. A Band of Sisters. Now that's not excluding men. That's just the name that came to me. So anyways, I don't know why I'm saying all that, except the Hermit is a card of Virgo. This is about the wisdom you have gained through the trials and tribulations of your life, the experiences. This is gaining the wisdom from them. The hermit carries the beacon of light for others, to help others, to illuminate what may not be right for them. Well, what I really mean is like illuminating the snakes before the snake can bite. The hermit usually becomes the master teacher, and this takes time. The hermit goes into this cave to reflect upon his or her life, to have complete understanding over at least as much as I can, right? Both earthly and spiritually. And this is what allows the hermit to be so wise. The one thing the hermit figures out when he's in this dark cave, right? Almost like going through the dark night of the soul. I'm seeking the light, and what I figure out is I am the light. Like, I am the light. I am my own light. I am my own center of the universe. So, long story short, first of all, 3 9s in a row. Dang it, I forgot to look up your lucky numbers for this year. Maybe it's 9. I don't know, because you have a lot of 9s. And they're all great 9s. I feel like this king and queen may reconnect again. It doesn't have to be water. I just feel like it's two people who, listen, maybe they were together in a past life or earlier in their lives, that type of thing. I don't feel like it's the person in this Ten of Swords. I just don't. I feel like that is, if that's one person, they got to go. If it's a multitude of people, let's say I can't leave it. Well, then I've got to learn my own energy in it, right? But nonetheless, I feel like this hermit is also illuminating these cups. So I want to stay on this for a minute. And I really want to talk about the love that I feel is coming. All right, we have the 9 of Wands. 9 of Wands, don't give up. Don't give up the fight. This is about self again. Another 9. Now we have 4 9s, all in a little row. We have the Queen of Wands again. And then we have the Sun, ruler of Leo. I don't know. It's always nice to have the sun at your back. I like that the sun shows, because it means that many things will be illuminated to you this year. So there's no need to operate in fear, because if anything comes close to you that is not going to serve your higher good, you're going to know it. You're going to know it. Now, what you do is going to be up to you, right? If you know it and you eliminate it, good. But not everybody will, right? It's maybe I just haven't quite learned it yet. Anyway, the sun is also coming over your finances. That's kind of beautiful, guys. When the sun shows up and you have the 9 of Cups, this feels like a really good time in your life. It really does. I feel like some of you have been through hell, literally hell in the last cycle. And I feel like this is going to be different. Now, it does take your action. You must understand that, right? Because if I continue to allow who's ever putting these swords in my back, and again, I feel like it's one person, or like it's either my job or it's of like one person. I'm the one who's got to end that. I'm the one who's got to end that, because whoever that is, they're not going to stop. Okay, let me get the full, actually, what I want to do, I don't know why I'm doing this, but I feel like doing this, is I want to pick these up, because I feel like I want to know a little bit more about love for this year. You know, as a universal energy, we do have the opportunity to heal a lot of relationships if we choose. You know, I feel like relationships, people who, you know, you're still in love and I feel like relationships will get better this year. And if they don't, it's kind of like there's your clue, right? There's your clue. I also know that new love is coming in for a lot of people because this is the year of the lover. This is a year, you know, and it's, I feel like it's just when we need it too, right? Like this world needs love. And a lot of times it starts with us. So, what do I want to look at? Actually, let's pick these up too. Your reading is going to be a little long. So be it. Right? So be it. Because I need to know more about love. And you know what? Let's bring out a brand new deck. So let's just clear this up a little. Let's use the Cosmic Tarot. And all I want to know is about love. Love, love, love. Love, love, love. Love ain't always easy. Look at that, 6 of Cups on the bottom of the deck. Okay, just love. I want to know about love. We have the High Priestess, and notice she's in the upright. We have the Fool. New deck, right? We had the Fool in the old deck. We had the High Priestess in the old spread, both in the old spread. We're just looking at love. We have the 8 of Cups. We have the Empress again. Beautiful. Coming into the High Priestess. Powerful. We have the 6 of Swords. Right off the bat, you know, the 6 of Swords and the 8 of Cups coming around the Fool, it's just showing, right? Like allowing myself to have a new beginning, allow myself to get out of my emotional mess of a house, right? If I can't get it all in order, I'll get it in order as I go along. You know, 6 of Swords, letting go of the toxicity. I feel like 6 of Swords is saying that you're ending that chapter to those 10 swords that kept, you know, piercing you. Truth be told, though, it hasn't, you know, it may have made you feel weak, but it has not weakened your character. It has not weakened who you truly are. It's just coming back to you again. High Priestess, your intuition is back intact. Well, let's take the other one's face up, which is, there's that 10 of Swords. Now, again, we can clearly see walking away, walking away. Temperance. First thing I want to say, because we're only asking about love, this is talk about divine timing. It comes in at the right time. You know, you can't plan love. It happens when it happens. Card of Sagittarius, I should say that. We have the Moon. Card of Pisces, ruler of Cancer. We have Cancer's full moon on the 17th of January. that may mean something to some of you. We have the Devil, your card. First of all, we have 3 major arcanas here. Boom, boom, boom. We have the 5 of Pentacles. Interesting how I took these cards this way. We have the 2 of Wands. And then, hello, we have the Ace of Pentacles. So right off the bat, we know that that ace that was in the last spread is also talking about love. Because that's all we're looking at. It's funny because I feel like my intention is first and then comes the ace. First it's my intention and then the ace. If you're still in that Ten of Swords energy, you know, I hate to say like that means love won't come in for you right now, but what I mean to say is if it did while you're in the Ten of Swords energy, are you going to recognize it? Because don't forget, your intuition was in reverse. It was quieted down, almost like hidden away from you. But you found it again, right? You found yourself again. So I'm not saying that it won't come in. All I'm saying is, how do you want it to show? Like, what energy do you want to be in when you invite love back into your life again? You know, divine is recognizing the towers that you've had to face. But in the same breath, what she's saying is after these towers, what it does is it moves you to an energy of soulmate people. Of, you know, the 5 of Pentacles and the Empress talk about empathy and compassion. What I've learned along the way. Those are the 2 main things, empathy and compassion. Now, does it mean, you know, that I'm a fool? I'm very strong. I'm very, I get energy. I get people. I can read people, right? I can tell their energy. Like, again, I feel like if something comes up against the Empress, she's going to know immediately. I'm not saying that everyone has to come like in a bright, shiny light, because the Empress is also very nurturing. That type of energy. But nonetheless, I don't know, I'm talking about all that. You're showing in your own reading, and you're showing right with that Ace of Pentacles. But it's also showing that that Ten of Swords did happen to you. So, is love coming in? Yes, it is. Your intention is so important. The 2 of Wands is mirroring the Fool. And the Fool says, I'm going to take a chance. I'm going to take a leap. I'm going to trust my intuition. I know where I've given my voice away and my power away before. I get it. I understand it. So because I get it and I understand it, chances of it happening again are slim to none. Especially with Temperance here. You know, it's funny how I was talking about like number 13 and how some say that means there's karma, you know, that I came here in this lifetime to pay back some karma to eliminate it for good, right? Why am I saying that? I don't know. Some of you may have been on a similar journey. But nonetheless, here it is. Temperance controlling it. I don't even need to worry about it. It will show when it shows. When my intention is to really have it in the light, boom, here it is. And that's where I think I should leave it. I don't want to make your reading any longer than that. Though, I don't know. Something made me look at the bottom of the deck. And we have the Star, which is the last reading I did, by the way, is Aquarius. The Star, this is about your hopes, your dreams, and your wishes. What you got to let go of so that this can come to fruition. I love you guys. As always, thank you for the beautiful support of my work. through everything, your donations. It's what keeps the channel alive. Barely alive. I'm alive, and my action and my energy is alive, but the channel, you know, and I'm going to start saying positive things because it's growing again. So thank you for your donations, both small and large. I appreciate any. Thank you for your comments, and thank you for helping others. Keep it up. I'm getting better and better. Like, I read every comment and I have a thought about every comment. I'm trying to get better and better by like answering your comments. But I see every single one. I want you to know that, and I appreciate all the love that you send to me, not just to me, but also to my daughter, and also to Sam. Thank you, and I send it all right back to you. I have so much gratitude for you guys. Um, you'll never know, but I love you, and I do hope all your dreams come true. You know, you have the energy here. Go for it. I love you. I'll see you next time at my table. Oh, by the way, thank you for sharing these videos across your social media platforms too. You know, it, it sounds selfish, like, oh, I want my channel to grow. But truly, I feel like sometimes like a reading may not be meant for us, but you see, like, oh, that sounds like my sister or my daughter or my, my friend. Send it to them. You know what I mean? You might be helping them. And again, I want to remind you, this is a yearly review, so this is something you kind of want to keep in your back pocket. Not all of it's going to make sense right off the right off the get go. But as time develops, you may be called back to it. So don't forget to watch your monthly. And check out a new series that I'm doing. It's called Who Was I? It's of past lives. And I'm doing it with purpose. I'm doing it because, I feel like I know your energy. Whether it's your first time here, I feel like my guides know it. Um, and I feel like if we know where we've been, it's like me, again, that karma. I want to look back. I'm going to do myself a reading, and I'm going to look back and see, what what did I do bad in the last life? So check them out. And I feel like, I put a lot of thought to the title. So if the title, and I do that because I wanted to reach the right people. I don't know. I'm doing all kinds of readings. I'm trying to give you a lot of different selection. Check out my playlist. I got twin flame readings on there. I just did one. I may do another one today or tomorrow. Um, so those are all the different ways you can help support the channel. I don't want to put ads in the middle of my videos because I hate to interrupt the flow for you. So I'd rather take less money, than put ads in it. What good does that do? Then it feels very. I don't want to say that other people are selfish, but to me, it feels like I would be very selfish to do that. And it's because I don't want to. I want you to have a free flowing message. So again, I keep thanking you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I will let you go, and I will see you next time at my table. Bye bye.